base for support up on the pipe. Especially when you're working as hot as I am right now.
Rubber things you're rolling it in to make it round, special?
They're not rubber, they're made out of local cherry wood.
Oh, good.
When a tree's cut and it's green, we have them turned by a local craftsman for us.
Oh.
Then we keep them soaked in water. Eventually the water replaces the sap. Now if I stay here too long, see, the steam starts to get a little bit of color to it. Well, that's how we know we're starting to burn. You just reach behind you, just give it a little bit more water, shake it off.
Well, how long can you use one until it?
Well, for these weights I'm doing, eventually they'll just get bigger and bigger. When they get too much bigger, I'll get a new mold. So we might start out with a 3-inch mold, and after 300 weights, it might be a 4-inch mold. What we discovered, we were just talking about it earlier, some of the local wild cherry around here, some of it's very, very hard, which is what you want, and some of it's very light. I'm heating with wood right now at home, and I can feel it from different trees that were cut at the same time. But the guy who was in here earlier is our local woodworker. And I had the conversation, he said, I don't know what it is, whether the stuff that grows by the marshes is softer than the stuff that grows by hard ground or whatever. I just thought wild cherry was wild cherry, but it's like just different strains.
That guy who was the older gentleman who was here, the lady, who gave us, he makes wine. And he gave us each a bottle of wine. But he actually makes those blocks. He's a wood turner, he turns them out.
Now, do they use the same, do you make them in different sizes for different things?
Yeah,
they all
different
come
sizes
the same
for different
size?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can do egg shapes.
that would be that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's not how you would make Christmas ones. These are all just for weight.
You don't use the blocks. It's all by hand.
Now, I take my first couple rolls in here in the older block to cool the surface down a little bit. So that protects, not this one. Then this one here would be what we would call our finished block. I'll use that for the last couple shapings when it's a little cooler. When you get it burning nice and smooth, you want to protect that smoothness. Sometimes with these, if you hit a small knot, that knot will burn slower. I don't know if you notice, like when we're using it, we're rolling it all over the place. That's another reason why we do that. It helps keep the block round and smooth. And we were fortunate when we learned 37 years ago, the guys that we worked with were old-timers from all the South Jersey glass factories. So they knew all these little tricks. And they were very reluctant to share them with us in the beginning. Because in the old days, you didn't share your knowledge. Your value of you as an individual was based on your knowledge. Which is kind of how, like, with your unions, your journeymen and all got set up. Those who knew the most got paid the most for doing the least. But they taught the people below them who had the strength to do what needed to be done properly.
We make mistakes and they laugh at us.
I can tell it's still moving a little tiny bit. So that's another indicator. So by the time I get back there, I want the core of this solid. You know, I'll just barely tap it, and it'll separate for me.